Hello. How we faring out there? Um, well, I've decided to sit on my patio today because, the options are limited. I've been getting some work done around the house and practicing, trying to keep up with the yoga studio, the virtual yoga studio. It's been an interesting ride. Still working out some things. But yeah, I decided to come outside for a little bit and film something out here. Just a quick little something. I know many of you are still having to work at home, and some people are having to work harder than they even worked before. Also juggling kids or family or just all kinds of things. Just dealing with being in the house a lot. So I decided to do a neck and shoulder release that I really enjoy, and you can do it sitting in a chair, so which is why I'm sitting in a chair. If you want to sit cross-legged on the floor, that it works too. And I've chosen not to try and calm my space around me because you know what? A lot of us don't get that option. So I think we can figure out how to be calm and peaceful, even if we have to stop for a minute and pet the dog or do a thing, and then try and come back to whatever we were doing in that moment and just keep working at it. Keep working on finding inner peace amidst the chaos. Thank you, Winnie. Why don't you sit, baby? So we're just gonna start off with a little bit of breathing. So just let your feet, just wait, girl, wait, sit, thank you. Just let your feet be grounded on the earth, and we're gonna inhale and take the shoulders up, and then exhale, let them come down. And then again, inhaling, exhale. Yeah, Winnie likes that. One more time, inhaling and exhaling, letting them come down. And then I'm gonna allow my left ear just to drift over to my left shoulder. No, sit. Okay. And breathing into the right side of my neck. And then I'll let the right hand come down to the chair just so I can anchor a little bit, starting to feel this stretch go down towards my shoulder. And let's just take 3 breaths here. And then let your head float back up. And already just after doing that one movement, I can tell the difference between the 2 sides of my neck, all the way down my shoulders. So see if you can notice that. Okay, and then we'll try the other side. So let the right ear drift over towards the right shoulder. I feel much more tense in this side of my neck for some reason. Maybe you notice that difference too. Keeping my feet planted, my spine up nice and straight, and then taking the hand down, either to the floor or to the seat of the chair. And let's take 3 breaths. Inhaling through the nose, and exhaling. 2 more. And then let the head float back up. So already getting a little less tense in our neck and shoulders. So the next one we'll do is we're gonna follow the nose. So I'm gonna take my nose and direct it towards my left armpit. So I'm not bent over this way, the head's not necessarily dropping completely, but just tilting, and then direct the nose towards the armpit. Once we do that, I'm going to take the left hand and reach a little bit past the crown of my head and draw my chin towards my armpit. And just taking some breath. And if you want, you can take your right hand and reach down as well. Right? Notice if you feel the stretch a little bit more towards the back of the neck, maybe even into that shoulder blade a little bit. If you tip your nose just a little bit more to the left, you might notice that. So sometimes you can just do little micro movements and see where it goes. And then letting the head come back up. Now let's try the other side. Let's take the nose towards the right armpit. Bring the right hand behind the head, and then reaching the left hand down. And just feeling that gentle stretch. Try to let it be even, so you don't have to torture yourself. And then 3 breaths. Inhaling and exhale. 2 more. And then let the head float back up. Just noticing the tension melting away. Okay, so again, they're just little micro movements that we're using to kind of target certain muscles around the neck and shoulders. We tend to get really tense up there, you know, or here. So this time I'm gonna move my knees in a little closer. I'm gonna take my nose and just point it towards my left knee. Right, so no, I'm not turned as much. So I'm just gonna point it down towards my left knee. Again, taking the left hand behind my neck. And then I'm gonna take my right hand behind me. Okay, so this is gonna target a little bit a different area. Right, keep the chest lifted, root down through the sitting bones. And now I feel this way on the inner edge of my left shoulder blade. So again, you may have to turn your head, little micro movements. Just seeing if you can feel that sensation. Right, let's take 3 breaths. And then letting the head come up. And we'll switch sides again. So the nose will come in the direction of the right knee. Right arm comes up. Okay, and then left hand comes behind you, holding on to the chair, pressing into the floor, and then just drawing the head down. Keep the chest lifting. Root the sitting bones down. And just see where you notice that stretch. 3 breaths. And then let the head float back up. All right, so let's just shrug out the shoulders a little bit. And then I'm gonna let my chin go up, release the shoulders down, and then take your bottom lip over your top lip and feel the front of the neck stretching. You can bring the hands down, right? Feel a little bit of a back bend, and let's take 3 breaths. And then releasing. So we got a little bit of release there. So if you're stuck at work, just take a few moments and practice these things and just let go of some tension. I'll post another video, another short one soon, something we can do for the hands and forearms, and maybe the low back as well. So thanks for tuning in. If you have some time and you'd like to join in on some virtual classes with us, we'd love to connect and see you. We are missing seeing everybody in class and being able to practice together. That's it's a special thing that I'm realizing very much, being stuck at home and teaching to a video, to a camera, my phone. So I miss you all, and I hope that we get to see each other again sooner than later. But until then, be safe, keep practicing, keep breathing. Know that the chaos around you is not in conflict with the peace inside of you. Namaste. Hey, namaste, Winnie. Mwah.